Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the basic part of the introduction to the Pinnacles study, where I'm going to show you a graphic and how to do the math, the formula to get the number of your pinnacle first stage in life by the pinnacle that you've been born from 1 to 9. So basically whatever number you have of 2 digits have to be reduced to 1 digit from 1 to 9. No 11, no 12, no 13, no 10. If it's 10, then it's 1. Okay. So if it's 25, it's 7. And you add 2 plus 5. And I'm going to show you here the graphic. And I'm going to explain you how it works. But basically, we're going to only do the first pinnacle in life, which is the child wound. And it's very, very specific and important to attain consciousness of what we have to heal that we came to with this kind of wound. If we explain this in astrology, will be the place of Chiron in your natal chart and the aspects that Chiron makes with other planets, and also Lilith in your natal chart, which is also a type of wound that, if you want to see it that way, it creates harsh aspects if it's specifically with the sun or the moon, which is the mother or the father, even Saturn and Jupiter in some cases. But we have to explore this further in personal natal charts in astrology, because aspects have a lot of degrees and a lot of cross-by points. But in numerology, we have this graphical that I'm going to show you right now, and it's called the Pinnacle study, and it goes very, very in deep. In depth with the child wound, and also with the unconscious and subconscious programations that we carry, and we work in automatic, like a robot, because we don't know how we were programmed in our first stage of life, which is like a sponge. A child, when it's a newborn, born until pre-adolescent and adolescent, even teenagers, some kind of first and second stage in life, we tend to grasp everything by external experiences, even if it's not ours, but they enter as a programming to our brain, and they stay in a vault in our subconscious mind. And what happened with our subconscious mind is that we tend to move in autopilot. So we don't know where it comes from. So we have to make it consciously. Now, this is the first wound, and this is a very specific pinnacle. And I'm going to show you the graph now. So let's go to it. Okay, guys, this is the graph, and I'm here showing you the Pinnacle study in depth. This is how it works, and I'm gonna pinpoint with my arrow here that this is the month, and you can see the explanation of every letter here and what it represents in our lives, from B, A, C, D towards up. It goes to the pinnacles, and below goes all the challenges. The numbers in between that we have in here are part of our subconscious programming. And then we also have the karma, the dharma, the soul number, the path, and the past life or life path. Sorry, and the child one, of course. This is what are we gonna talk now, and we're gonna explain it from 1 to 9. And well, this is the most basic part. So, for starters, let's say you have to put here in the number and the letter B the month of birth, May. Reduce it to 1 digit is 5. And the day, which is letter A, that you can see here, is represented by soul, inner self, and the B is karma, okay? But you put here month, day, year. And this is the basic formula: month, day, and year. And on the year, you're gonna do the addition from month and day and year to get your life path. But this is another part of numerology. Most of you maybe already know your life path. But we're gonna talk about now the first pinnacle, which is formed by or generated by the month and the day only. And we're gonna make an example. If you're born on the May, in the month of May, as I said, then it's gonna be number 5 on the letter B, and on the letter A, you're gonna put the day. If you're born on the number 5 as well, then you're gonna add plus 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10 reduced to one digit, 1, and so on. If the number goes beyond 11, you have to reduce it. 1 plus 1 equal 2. Then you are in the pinnacle number 2. In this stage, we're only working in the first stage, B to A number, to give the result letter E here. Okay, guys, so just to make it very clear, we're talking about the first pinnacle, and the first pinnacle is the wound, the child wound, and this wound doesn't end. Although the pinnacle gonna end, and we're gonna change numbers in the pinnacle, the stages of evolution in life, which are the pinnacle itself. The wound, the first pinnacle, plays against us because it turns to be in a subconscious programming. And the subconscious programming, we carry it along our life until we make it conscious and we heal it. But it takes a long time for realizing and attaining consciousness of this wound, because it becomes to a pattern of behavior and automatic in ourselves. So for instance, I'm going to give you a basic explanation. If the wound is number 3, it has to do with communication. So the child that born under the pinnacle number 3 develop, it's being programmed to shut up, basically, to don't talk, to please others and retain whatever they want to say, and they have the wound of communication. This child develop sorts of sore throat, maybe a lot of colds, connection with pain in the ears and the nose and the throat, through childhood, through adolescence, through teenagers, even in adulthood, until this wound gets healed. But how you make it heal? You have to attain consciousness of the wound to make it conscious, and then you heal it. So it's a process. So this is how it works. And if you turn 80 and then you haven't attained consciousness of this wound, ain't gonna heal at all. You're gonna have problems with your throat your whole life. Okay, so just to make it clear, and this applies to every child wound from 1 to 9. Thank you. Okay, guys, so in my next video I'm gonna start explaining in depth the child wound number 1, child wound number 2, child wound number 3, and so on until the child wound number 9, which is the basic scale for Pythagorean numerology. And you have to know that for every life path, because this is a mathematical formula, that it has to be done with the life path or mission, some people call it mission in life, for every specific individual, that it tends to last until certain period in life. For example, if you have the child wound number 3, for instance, and your life path is a 9, then we have to do a mathematical formula with the life path and the child wound to give you the exact period of time that gonna last this from 0 years to the 27th birthday, and so on. It changes by individuals. It has to do a lot with the life path, so not everybody is the same. But the child wound remains. But the period of the child wound, it has to do a lot with the mathematical formula of your life path. So explaining this, we're gonna start working on the child wound number 1 in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you.